Well, Merry Christmas to everyone who watches my podcast, listens to my podcast. Thank you guys all. I appreciate the support. We just crossed over 1,000 downloads, so that's pretty cool for us. Yeah, I think it's been a awesome start to the year, and an awesome creation that we kind of came up with, and learned so much from it. Today we're kind of doing something new. It's solo episode. I kind of just wanted to go through my thought process as we approach the new year and kind of just how I'm going to approach it as a young man looking to grow exponentially this year. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys listening to the podcast. I'm going to ask you guys to send over ideas if you have ideas, or if you have someone that would be awesome on the podcast. Please send the name over, and I'll be glad to invite them on the podcast and have a conversation with them. Let me know if there's anything specific you guys want to hear about, and we can kind of go from there. As I was at America Fest, I kind of realized that there's a lot of podcasts going around, so I need to find a way to diversify myself and create kind of like a blue ocean, so I can get viewers and then maintain them. So as I improve my interviewing skills, I just thank you guys for all sticking through it. So when I think about setting goals, I just want to start off by thinking, who do I want to become? Who's the person that I want to see myself as in 10 years? If that's like someone who can have a conversation with everyone, someone who can sell something to anyone, someone who runs a Fortune 500 company, someone who can manage a group of 100 people. So that's kind of what I start with. Who do I want to become, and who do I see myself being? And I kind of try to find my purpose in that, and align it with what I know I'm gifted in. And then once I kind of figure out what I want to become and what my goal is, I'm gonna try to say yes to all the things that align with what I want to do, and then say no to all the things that don't. So kind of focus this year on trying to uh, really just create the person I want to become. So when I'm thinking about setting goals, I try to set a whole bunch of goals in different aspects of my life. So for education, I just want to set goals for specific to education. That could be anything from reading a book every single month, sorry. And then it could be goals, and then other goals like in life, like maybe reach a certain amount of viewers on my podcast, kind of just lining up with with who I want to become, different like characteristics that I want to develop throughout the year. When I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about the new year, I think it's a good reset. And another practice I'm starting to do is I kind of listen to listen to what God's telling me about what this year will look like. I kind of try to figure out a phrase or a couple words. And so when I was thinking about this and praying about this year, I got a couple words, and it was partnership and teamwork. And so when you're thinking about those words for yourself, just kind of what is the area you really want to develop this year, and what do you feel like God's putting on your heart? Really uh, dive in and try to see what God is calling you to do. And then I did watch a good video from uh, PBD. He's also a podcaster. I saw him at America Fest. When I was at America Fest, it really gave me the chance to come into contact with all these big podcasters that I like to listen to usually. And so it gave me a better understanding of public speaking, and then also answering and asking good questions. Because a lot of these people are interviewers, and it's hard to, yeah, they just have developed their worldview through other people. So it's a really good way to do it, I think. Um, I don't like to offer too much advice just because I haven't really been there. That's another reason why I do this podcast. It's kind of, these are the conversations young people and young men should be having with mentors in their life, and just and successful people. They should be having these conversations, asking people who've been there and done that. So that's kind of why I started it up, just to help people by asking the questions that they should ask. Just give them a good start to life. Anyways, when I was watching this PBD video, he called it the 12 things for 2025, and he said, number one alliance is, who do I want to create an alliance with? And so that's kind of, who do I want on my team? What mentors do I want in specific fields that will help me along the way? And then who do I want to enable? So who can I add value to a relationship that I already have? Who can I mentor, and who can I bring along, try to correct them? Um, and then we kind of start sequencing. So what comes first in the year? So pick what the order is going to be. When I got those two words from God, I kind of was like, well, this year will be a good year for me to learn how to manage people, and how to uh, how to lead well, I thought. So when I'm thinking about that, what comes first for sequencing, I would say maybe something like starting a small group, or just maybe helping out. Usually when you serve in your local church, you realize how to really help out, and how to lead. Next one he would say is urgency. So that's kind of your mindset. Is your mindset not equipping you to win? Are you not having a, are you just kind of more of a reactive instead of proactive mindset? So always with an urgency mindset, you'll be more on the ball. Self-aware. What's slowing you down? So what in your life uh, is slowing you down? And that could be part of urgency as well, when you say, yeah, my mindset would be slowing me down. But it could be other things, like things that you do that aren't actually going towards your goals. It's another thing for 2025. Be ultra proactive. When you say tomorrow, you should get it done today. Tomorrow gets done today, as he says. And then try to develop a new way of thinking. How do you need to think to equip yourself to become the person you want to be for 2025? What mindset do you need to have to achieve your goals in the next year? And then he says wartime and peacetime. So when will you know, oh yeah, this is time to really buckle down, and then set time when you're at peace and you can just relax. So set different times throughout the year. And then obviously pivot and adjust what you're doing throughout the year. And then you want to really emphasize what you're anticipating in the year. If you're not anticipating anything, what do you have to? You don't really have anything to look forward to. So really think, what am I anticipating for 2025? And then be clear about your risk. So, what am I willing to risk to be able to reach these goals for 2025? Um, it's interesting. If you say, "Oh, I want to make maybe say $300,000 this year," and the decisions that you made and the things that you did restricted you from doing that and hindered your performance, then you're really risking like the possible $300,000. That's like kind of a interesting concept. But what are you willing to risk to be able to get this done? So if you're starting a new business, what are you willing to put into it? How much time are you willing to give into what you can anticipate for? And then learn from the mistakes of others. Always be kind of trying to figure out what other people did right and wrong. And then a big thing for 2025, eliminate distractions and dead weight. What can you eliminate that will speed your performance up and help you out in the long run? So that could look like deleting social media off your phone. That's going to be a big one for me. I kind of want to start this year just by, if I want to go on social media, it's going to be on my computer, not my phone. So I'm just going to try to eliminate all of these distractions that really don't help me out at all. As you can kind of tell, guys, I'm kind of sick right now, so I guess you can kind of hear it through my rough voice, but that's why I don't have someone I'm talking with. I'm just doing a solo episode, kind of talking through what my new year will look like and what I kind of want it to look like from now on. And then really sit down and get a business plan and a life plan together. Kind of know what you're doing and what you're working towards, and just be intentional about 2025. Another thing they said was just think about since the American election just happened, think about what you're going to look like in 4 years. Think about what January 2028 or January 2029 judo will look like. What is the reputation that I want to have, and what can I do to help get there? Anyways, those are some things to think about heading into the new year. It's going to be a big year, and I really believe that I'm going to be able to learn how to manage well and manage my time well as well. Just really embrace that leadership role and then embrace public speaking. Well, that was kind of 100% improvised, except I wrote a few things down. So thank you guys for listening. Merry Christmas, and this is going to be a good year for us. Thanks.